Hello my dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you mathematics in standard 8. Today we are going to start chapter number 10, division of polynomials, in which we are going to see the introduction to division and explanation of division of polynomials, and we will solve sums from practice set 10.1. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side and by pressing bell icon to get my recent videos. Part 2, Chapter 10, Division of Polynomials. Before studying division, let us recall what we have learnt in our 7th standard. Last year we have studied how to perform addition, subtraction and multiplication on algebraic expression. So let us just revise how we did last year. Fill in the blanks in the following examples. First, there is addition of two algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions are also polynomials. So we have seen the addition, how we did the addition. 2a plus 3a is there. That means in addition we have to first add the coefficients, and if same variable is there, we write the variable one time. That means if common variable is there, we write common variable one time. So as we all can see here, the common variable is a. So a we write one time and we add the coefficients. That means 2 plus 3 we do. 2 plus 3 is 5. So in this way we have to perform the addition. 2a plus 3a will be 5a. A we write one time. That is, variable should be written one time. Common variable should be written one time in addition. Same thing we do in the subtraction also. As you all can see in the second sum, 7b minus 4b is there. That means same or common variable is there, that we write one time b. And 7 minus 4 we have to do. We have to subtract the coefficient. 7 minus 4, answer is 3. So that means what? 7b minus 4b is 3b. So in this way we do addition and subtraction. Now let us see how to do multiplication. 3p multiplied by p square. So in multiplication we multiply the coefficients also and we multiply the variables also. As you all can see, in the first expression the coefficient is 3, and in second expression we cannot see any coefficient, means always 1 is there. So 3 ones are 3. And while multiplying the variables, what we have to see? We have to see if the base is common. As we can see, p, same base is there. So we write the base one time. And what we do with the indices? When multiplication is there, we add the indices of coefficients. So here the index of p in the first expression is 1. Nothing is there, means 1 is there. And index of p in the second expression is 2. So 1 plus 2. In answer we write 3. So 3p multiplied by p square, answer is 3p cube. Now let us see the fourth sum. It is also of multiplication. What we do in the multiplication? We multiply the coefficients. So as you all can see, in the first term coefficient is 5. In the second coefficient is 3. So 5 3s are 15 we write first, and then we multiply the variables. As in both the expression variable is m, so m we write one time, and as multiplication is there, we add indices. M square into m square, sorry, it is addition we have to do. 2 plus 2 we have to write 4. So 5m square multiplied by 3m square, answer will be 15m raised to 4. Now let us see the next sums. 2x plus 5y multiplied by 3 upon x. That means what we have to do? We have to multiply by this 3 upon x to 2x also and to 5y also. So let us multiply by this 3 upon x. 2x multiplied by 3 upon x. So this x and x will be getting cancelled. We get 3 2s are 6 here. Then plus sign is there, so we put plus sign. Now 5y, this 5y multiplied by 3 upon x. So y is there in the 5y, that means y variable is there, and in 3 upon x is there. So y and x is not getting cancelled, we have to write them as it is. we have to multiply only the coefficients. So here 5 is there in the first variable, in the first expression, and in second expression 3 is there. So 5 3s are 15, we will be getting 15, and y as it is we have to write, and upon x also as it is we have to write. So answer is 6 plus 15y upon x. Now let us see how to solve the next sum. 3x square plus 4y multiplied by 2x plus 3y. That means what we have to do, we have to multiply by this 2x to both the terms inside first bracket. Afterwards we will be multiplying by 3y to both the terms inside the bracket. So first multiply by 2x. 2x into 3x square, we will be getting 2 3s are 6. I am going to write here 2 3s are 6, and x square into x. X is common and square, and here nothing is there, means 1 is there in the 2x, 1 is there. So we have to add the indices, common base, we have to add the indices, square and 1. So 2 plus 1, 6x cube we will be getting. Then plus sign is there, so plus sign we have to write. Now we have to multiply 4y and 2x. 4 2s are 8, and x and y different variables are there, we cannot multiply them, so we have to write x y as it is. Now we have to multiply by 3y to both the terms inside the first bracket. So 3y into 3x square, 3y into 3x square, 3 3s are 9 we will be writing, plus sign is there, 9. Then x square into y will be x square y, because both are different variables, we cannot multiply as we cannot add their indices, so we have to write x square y. Now 3y into 4y, 3y into 4y, so 3 4s are 12 plus 12, and y into y will be y square. So in this way we will be getting the answer 6x cube plus 8xy plus 9x square y plus 12y square. We cannot add all these 4 terms because they are not like terms. Like terms means what? They do not have same variables. Their variables are different, and that's why we cannot add them. So the answer for 6th sum is 6x square plus 8xy plus 9x square y plus 12y square. In this way we have solved the sums last year. Now this year we are going to solve the division of polynomial. So let's learn what is polynomial. Introduction to polynomial. If index of each term of an algebraic expression in one variable is a whole number, then the expression is called a polynomial. Algebraic expression we have learnt last year. In that algebraic expression, if the index is whole number also we have learnt. This year also we have seen what is the whole number, 0, 1, 2, 3, ... infinite whole numbers are there, but they should be whole number. Their index should be whole number. When the index is whole number, then we can say that that is the polynomial. There should be same variable, one variable, as you all can see. For example, in first example, what we can see here, x square plus 2x plus 3. That means here x is there, x square, x raised to 2, that means index is 2. Here x raised to 1, that means index is 1. Here no variable is there, that means x raised to 0 is there. So here index is 0. So in all these 3 terms variable is x, and that's why it is the algebraic expression in one variable. Now similarly in the second sum also we can see 3y cube, 2y square, then y raised to 1, nothing is there means 1 is there, and plus 5, that means no variable is there, that means what? Y raised to 0 is there. So here the index is 3, here the index is 2, in third term index is 1, and in fourth term index is 0. In this way index is decreasing, but we can see only one variable in all the 4 terms. We can see y in all the 4 terms, and they are having index as the whole number 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. So when the algebraic expression is in the one variable, is in the same variable, and their index is whole number, then such type of algebraic expression is known as polynomial. Polynomial are specific algebraic expression, hence the operation addition, subtraction and multiplication on polynomial are similar to those performed on algebraic expression. So we have performed the operations of addition, multiplication, division, subtraction last year. Same way we will be doing on polynomial also. As we can see, the sum solved here, multiplication and subtraction sum. So in first example, 3x square minus 2x multiplied by 4x cube minus 3x square. So what is done? This first term multiplied by the second bracket, minus sign is there in the first term, so minus second term multiplied by first bracket again, second term multiplied by second bracket. That means what we have done here, the first term of first bracket multiplied by second bracket, and then second term of first bracket multiplied by second bracket. Now 3x multiplied by 4x cube is 12x raised to 5. 3x square multiplied by 3x square is 9x raised to 4. Now, after that 2x multiplied by 4x cube is 8x raised to 4, and plus sign is there. Why plus? Minus will become plus. So 2x multiplied by 3x square is plus 6x cube. And this way when it is added, what we can get? 12x raised to 5, 9x raised to 4, minus 9x raised to 4 and minus 8x raised to 4 like terms are there. So we can add these like terms. It becomes minus 17x raised to 4 and plus 6x cube. So in this way we can do the multiplication sum. We have done it last year also. Then second sum, 4x minus 5 in the first bracket, and it is the second polynomial subtracted from the first polynomial is 3x square minus 7x plus 8. So remove the bracket, 4x minus 5 written as it is. While writing the terms from the second bracket, we have to change the sign because minus sign is there in between the two brackets. So it becomes minus 3x square, minus will become plus 7x, and minus plus becomes minus 8. So in this way we have to do the first step. Then after that we have to write the term which is having higher index. As you all can see, 3x square is having higher index, so we have to write it as the first term. So minus 3x square is written, then plus 4x and plus 7x is written here, and then the remaining terms are written, minus 5, minus 8. Here minus 5 should be written, it is not written here, so here it should be minus 5. So minus 3x square we have to write as it is, plus 4x plus 7x, they are the same terms, that means they are the like terms. We can do addition. Plus 4 plus 7 is 11x, and minus 8 minus 5 is minus 13. So in this way we have to perform the operation of subtraction here. Now let's see what do we mean by the degree of polynomial. See in this example, write the greatest index of variable in the following polynomial. The greatest index of variable in the polynomial 3x square plus 4x. Which is the greatest index here? As you all can see, in 3x square is there, that means 2 is there. In 4x only 1 is there, so greatest index is 2. So degree of this polynomial is 2. Similarly, see the second example, the greatest index of variable in the polynomial 7x cube plus 5x plus 4x raised to 5 plus 2x square. Which is the greatest index? We can see here 5. So greatest index is 5, and that's why 5 is the degree of this polynomial. So what is the degree? What do we mean by degree? Degree is the greatest index of variable in the given polynomial is called the degree of that polynomial. We have to remember this definition of degree of polynomial. So now I know the algebraic expression in one variable is a polynomial if the index of variable of each term is whole number. So this is the definition of polynomial. In a polynomial, the greatest index of the variable is the degree of the polynomial. Now let's come on the topic of our lesson, which is division. First, see, to divide a monomial by monomial. You all know what is monomial. Monomial means the algebraic expression which is having only single term, only one term. It is a polynomial of one term only. So first example is 15p cube divided by 3p. That means what? 15p is our dividend, which should be written inside here. We should be written inside here, and 3p is the divisor, which should be written outside. So in this way, first we have to write 15p cube inside and 3p outside as the divisor. Now division is the opposite operation of multiplication. We all know that. For division of 15p cube divided by 3p, we find the multiplier of 3p, which will give the product of 15p cube. That means what we have to see? We have to see that 3p multiplied by what? Answer should be 15p cube. So 3p multiplied by 5p square, we get the answer 15p cube. Correct na? 3p multiplied by what we have to find out? Answer should be 15p cube. So 3p multiplied by 5p square, as we can see here, 3p multiplied by 5p square, we get the answer as 15p cube. And that's why this 5p square should be written in the quotient. Then 15p cube we write below 15p cube, and remainder is 0. So in this way we have to find the answer for getting monomial divided by monomial. So let us solve these examples. Minus 36x raised to 4 divided by minus 9x. So that means what we have to do? Minus 36x raised to 4 we have to write inside as the dividend. Minus 9x we have to write outside as the divisor. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out minus 9x multiplied by what? Answer should be minus 36x square. So minus sign is there already in 9x also. So we don't require the number which is having minus sign. We will be multiplying by the positive number. Now let us see 9 multiplied by what? Answer should be 36. We all know 9 4s are 36. So 9 multiplied by 4. So coefficient we have got. Now we should get the variable also. X, here x is there, in 9x x is there. So x multiplied by which variable? Answer should be x square. X multiplied by x, we all know that, because here also index is 1, here also index is 1. We have to add the indices. 1 plus 1 will be 2. So 9x multiplied by 4x, answer is 36x square. Are you understanding, children? So this 4x we have to write in the quotient. This minus 36x square we will be writing in the dividend, and minus 36x square minus 36x square, the remainder is 0. So in this way we have to perform the operation of division, monomial divide by monomial. Now let us see the second sum. Minus m is our divisor, 5m square is the dividend. So what we have to see? Minus m multiplied by what? Answer should be 5m square. So minus sign is there, so we require here also minus sign, because minus minus we will get plus here. Now no coefficient is there means 1 is there always. So 1 multiplied by what we get 5? 1 multiplied by 5 we will get 5, correct? And then m into m will be m square. So minus 1m multiplied by minus 5m we get 5m square. So this minus 5m we write in the quotient. Then this 5m square should be written in the dividend, and 5m square minus 5m square, remainder is 0. In this way we have to perform the operation of division on second sum. Now let us see the third sum. 2y cube is our divisor and minus 20y raised to 5 is the dividend. That means what we have to find out? 2y cube multiplied by what? Answer should be minus 20y raised to 5. So minus sign is required. Here plus sign is there. So the quotient should have minus sign. Correct. Now 2 multiplied by what? Answer is 20. 2 multiplied by which number? Answer is 20. 2 multiplied by 10. Answer is 20. Correct. Now we require y raised to 5. Here y cube is there. That means we have to write y square because 3 plus 2 answer will be 5. So y cube multiplied by y square we get y raised to 5. So in this way this minus 10y square we write in the quotient. This minus 20y raised to 5 we write in the dividend, and then remainder will be 0. In this way we have to perform the operation of division. Now let us see how to divide a polynomial by monomial. That means if the dividend is having the terms more than 1. There may be 2 terms, 3 terms, 4 terms, that is polynomial. So let us see. In the first sum, 6x cube plus 8x square is our dividend and 2x is the divisor. So we have to divide each term by the divisor. Okay. Now let us see. First term is 6x cube. So what we have to see that 2x multiplied by what? Answer should be 6x cube. As you all can see here in the explanation. 2x multiplied by what? 2x multiplied by what? Answer is 6x cube. So 2x multiplied by 3x square, answer is 6x cube. So this 3x square we have to write in the quotient, and this 6x cube we have to write in the dividend. 6x cube minus 6x cube, answer is 0. We have to write in the remainder. Now we will be writing down the second term in the second step, that is 8x square. Now what we have to see that again this 2x divisor multiplied by what? Answer should be 8x square. So 2x multiplied by 4x, answer we get 8x square. So this 4x we write in the quotient, 8x square we write in the dividend, and the remainder is 0. In this way, one by one we have to write the steps. We have to do the step. First we have to check 2x multiplied by what? Answer should be 6x cube. Then we have to check 2x multiplied by what? Answer should be 8x square. And then this 3x square plus 4x we have to write in the quotient, and in 2 steps the sum will get over here and the remainder is 0. Now let us see the second sum. In second sum we can see there are 3 terms in the polynomial which is written as the dividend, and we have to divide it by 5y square. So again the first term is 15y raised to 4. So what we have to check? 15y raised to 4, how we can get here? So 5y square multiplied by what? Answer should be 15y raised to 4. So 5y square multiplied by 3y square, we get answer 15 raised to 4. So this 3y square we have to write in the quotient. And then this 15y square minus 15y square we write here, and remainder is 0. Then this remaining two terms we write for the second step. Here we have written 10y square minus 3y square as the second step. Now let us see the second term, which is 10y cube. So what we have to see that, again we have to check that 5y square multiplied by what? Answer should be 10y cube. So 5y square multiplied by 2y, answer is 10y cube. So this 2y we have to write in the quotient. Then this 10y we write in the dividend in the second step. 10y cube, 10y square minus 10y, it's not square, it is cube. 10y cube minus 10y cube, answer is 0 here. Now we write down the third term, which is remaining term in the third step, that is 3y square. Now again what we have to check? 5y square multiplied by what? Answer should be 3y square. So 5y square is, y square is already there. This variable is already there. We have to check that 5 multiplied by what? Answer should be 3 minus 3. So 5 multiplied by minus 3 upon 5, answer will be minus 3, because this 5 will be getting cancelled and answer will be minus 3. So 5y square multiplied by minus 3 upon 5 is equal to minus 3y square. So this minus 3 upon 5 we write in the quotient, minus 3y square we write in the dividend, and in the end we get the answer, that is remainder, as 0. So quotient we are getting 3y square plus 2y minus 3 upon 5, and remainder is 0. So in this way we have to perform the operations of this division in practice set 10.1. So before solving our practice set 10.1, we have to remember few things. What is that? While dividing a polynomial, the operation of division ends when either the remainder is 0 or the degree of remainder is less than the degree of divisor polynomial. So when the remainder is 0, we all know that the division ends there. But sometimes when the remainder is not 0, what we have to check? We have to check that if the degree of remainder is less than the degree of this divisor polynomial, then we have to stop solving the sum there. Note that in the above example 3, the degree of remainder 4p is less than the degree of divisor 3p square. You can see that when the remainder is 4p, we can see degree is 1, and the divisor is 3p square, where the degree is square 2. That means what? Divisor's degree is bigger than the remainder's degree. That means remainder's degree is smaller than the divisor's degree. So when the remainder's degree is smaller, we have to stop solving the sum there, and we will solve the sums keeping all these things in our mind. Let's start practice set 10.1. So the question is, divide, write the quotient and remainder. So let us see how to divide. First sum is 21m square divided by 7m. That means 21m square is our dividend and 7m is the divisor. So 21m square we write in the dividend place inside, and 7m we will write in the divisor place outside. Now let us see how to divide. This divisor we write here. Divisor is 7m. We have to find, we will do both the methods simultaneously. We will do division as well as multiplication. Now see, we have to find out 7m multiplied by which algebraic expression or which polynomial. Answer should be 21m square. What we have to do? We have to find this divisor multiplied by which algebraic expression. Answer should be this dividend. That means 7m multiplied by what? Answer should be 21m square. Now children, we all know 7 3s are 21. So coefficient should be 3. Now m into which variable we get answer as m square? We all know m into m is m square. So in this way we have to find an algebraic expression by which if you multiply this divisor, answer should be dividend. So 7 3s are 21, m into m is m square. In this way you can find out all. One more method for finding out the quotient is, first we write this 3m in the quotient, this 21m square in the divisor, we do subtraction and we get the remainder as 0. This is one method by which you can find out this quotient. There is one more method how to find out the quotient. We have to divide this 21m square by 7m and we can get the quotient. 7 1s are 7, 7 3s are 21, we get 3. Then m and m square can be cancelled by m and we get m here, and this 3m can be written as is in the quotient. So any one method you can apply to find out the quotient. So 3m we have to write as the quotient answer. Quotient we are getting 3m and our remainder is 0. Now let us find out the answer for second sum. Second sum is 40a cube divided by minus 10a. So 40a cube is the dividend and minus 10a is the divisor. Now what we have to do? We have to write divisor here minus 10a, and we have to find the algebraic expression by which if you multiply this minus 10a, answer should be 40a cube. So we all know as minus sign is there, we require the algebraic expression which is negative, which is also having the minus sign. So 10 4s are 40, we all know that. So 10 into 4 is 40, and now a multiplied by which variable we get a cube, a multiplied by a square we get a cube. So 10 4s are 40 and a into a square is a cube. In this way this minus 4a square we write in the quotient, 40a cube we write in the dividend, and remainder we are getting 0. So in this way multiplication form also you can do, or you can apply the division form also. 40a cube divided by minus 10a. So 10 4s are 40 and a cube divided by a, and from this a cube 1a is getting cancelled, a square is remaining. So in this way this 4a square and this minus sign is there, so I have to put minus sign here. So minus 4a square we have to write in the quotient, and then minus this 40a cube we subtract and the remainder is 0. So quotient is minus 4a square and remainder is 0. Now third sum is minus 48p raised to 4 divided by minus 9p square. So minus 48p raised to 4 we have to write in the dividend, and minus 9p square we write in the divisor. Now what we have to do? We have to write 9p square and we have to find out a polynomial by which if you multiply this 9p square, the answer should be minus 48p raised to 4. Now see children, we have to find out the 9's table. In table of 9, 48 is not there. If you say the table of 9, 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, 9 3s are 27, 9 4s are 36, 9 5s are 45 and 9 6 are 54. That means 48 is not there. So we have to find out a fraction or a rational number. If you multiply that by that rational number to 9, we get answer as 48. So which is the rational number? If you multiply 9 by that rational number, the answer should be 48. So if you multiply by 16 upon 3, we get answer as 48. How? See that 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, and 16 threes are 48. Correct? So in this way we have to find a rational number if the answer is not in the table of this number. We have to find such a rational number or such a fraction. If you multiply by that fraction to the number, we get the answer. So if you multiply 9 by 16 upon 3, we get 48. So 9 multiplied by 16 upon 3, we get answer as 48. Now p square multiplied by which variable? We get p raised to 4. P square multiplied by p square, we get p raised to 4. So in this way we have to find out the quotient. Now 16 upon 3 p square we write in the quotient, minus 48 p raised to 4 we write in the dividend. This minus minus become plus, minus 48 plus 48 we get 0. So our quotient is 16 upon 3 p square and remainder is 0. Now fourth sum is 40 m raised to 5 divided by 30 m cube. So again 40 m raised to 5 we have to write inside this symbol, that is the dividend, and 30 m cube we have to write outside the symbol, that is divisor. Now we have to check that 30 m cube multiplied by what? Answer should be 40 m raised to 5. Now m cube and m5 is there. M cube multiplied by m square m raised to 5, we all know that. That is very easy. 3 plus 2 we have to add indices. When we multiply the two variables, we have to add the indices when the base is common. So base we write one time and we have to add indices. 3 plus 2 is 5. So m cube multiplied by m square is m raised to 5. We all know that. Now 30 multiplied by which number? We should get 40. That we have to think, because 40 is not there in the table of 30. That means what? Once again we have to find a fraction by which if you multiply 30, answer should be 40. So 30 multiplied by which fraction? Answer should be 40. That we have to find out. So we all know 10 fours are 40. That means we require 10 here in place of 30. So if you divide 30 by 3, you get 10. Correct? 3 ones are 3 and 3 tens are 30. And then as we are getting 10 here, we require 4 to multiply. So 10 fours are 40. In this way you can find out the fraction. That means 30 multiplied by 4 upon 3, we get the answer as 40. So here I write 4 upon 3. And so the quotient we are getting 4 upon 3 m square minus 40 m raised to 5. This 40 m raised to 5 we write in the dividend. And the remainder is 0. So write the quotient. Quotient is equal to 4 upon 3 m square and remainder we are getting 0. Next sum is 5x cube minus 3x square divided by x square. Now we have to divide the binomial by monomial. Two terms are there in the dividend. So 5x cube minus 3x square and divide by x square. Now what we will see? We will take the terms one by one. First term is 5x cube. Our divisor is x square. So x square multiplied by what? We should get 5x cube. We have to find out a polynomial by which we multiply x square. Answer should be 5x cube. So we have to take the terms one by one. First term is 5x cube. So we have to find the answer 5x cube. So x square multiplied by only x square into x, we get x cube. Correct? And now no coefficient is there, means 1 is always there. So 1 multiplied by 5 is 5 we get. So x square multiplied by 5x, we get 5x cube. So this 5x we write in the quotient. This answer 5x cube we write in the dividend. We subtract here. So first step we get 0. Now second term we have to copy down, minus 3x square. Now once again we will take this divisor x square multiplied by what? answer should be minus 3x square. Now we require the second term. So answer should be minus 3x square. So minus sign is there. Here nothing is there means 1 is always there. So 1 multiplied by minus 3, answer will be minus 3, correct? And x square is already there. So we don't require any variable now because already x square is there, and we also require x square in the answer. So we don't require any variable. We have to only multiply by minus 3. X square multiply by minus 3, answer will be minus 3x square. So this minus 3 we have to write in the quotient. This answer minus 3x square we write in the dividend. We do subtraction, minus minus will become plus, minus 3 plus 3, answer is 0. This remainder is 0. So in this way we have to write quotient is equal to 5x minus 3 and our remainder is equal to 0. So when two terms are there, the division gets over in 2 steps. Most of the time it is in the 2 steps. Sometimes when the remainder is not 0, we can stop over there. But here we can see that the division is completed in 2 steps as there are 2 terms in the dividend. Now let us see the sixth sum. Sixth sum is 8p cube minus 4p square divided by 2p square. So this 8p cube minus 4p square we write in the dividend. 2p square is our divisor. Now 2 terms are there, so we have to check the terms one by one. We write the divisor first. 2p square multiply by what? Answer should be 8p cube. Our first term is 8p cube. So 2p square multiply by what? Answer should be 8p cube. We all know 2 4s are 8. So 4 we require in the coefficient. Now p square multiply by what? Answer should be p cube. P square multiply by p only, because only p means index is 1 and 2 plus 1 index is 1. 2 plus 1 answer we get 3. So 2p square multiply by 4p, answer we get 8p square. This 4p we write in the quotient. 8p cube we write in the dividend. 8p cube minus 8p cube 0. This minus 4p square we copy down in this for the second step. Now again 2p square, our divisor is 2p square, multiply by what? Answer should be minus 4p square. Minus we require. So we all know 2 2s are 4, but we require minus. That's why we have to write minus 2. 2 multiply by minus 2 we get minus 4. Now p square we require, and here p square is already there. So we don't have to write any variable with minus 2. Only minus 2 multiply by 2p square we get answer minus 4p square, because p square is already there in the divisor. So we don't require any variable here. So minus 4p square is our answer. We write here in the dividend. Minus 2 we write in the quotient. Subtract, minus minus become plus. Minus 4p plus 4p, minus 4p square plus 4p square. The remainder will be 0. Now write down the quotient and remainder. Quotient is 4p minus 2 and remainder is 0. So in this way, by doing both the methods simultaneously, we can complete the division. We have to do division also, but at the same time we have to see the multiplication. Simultaneously we have to do both the operations to complete division.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.